Rain hits the glass again, soft as a second thought. Your name on my screen, like a door left unlocked. You say hey, then nothing for a while, but I can hear the ache in the way you try to smile. I don't fill up the space, I don't rush you through, I just let the silence have its truth. Tell me one small thing, only what feels right. I'm not going anywhere, not tonight. If you can't carry it, don't just stay on the line. Let the rain keep moving, let the clock take its time. No bigger words, no perfect sign. If your hands are shaking, mine will be steady here. We don't have to fix it, we can make it through this minute, this breath, this quiet with you. Your voice is lower now, like you turned down the day, like you've been holding in more than you meant to say. You call it nothing, I won't make it a fight. I know how heavy nothing can feel at night. So talk in half sentences or don't talk at all. I'll stay close enough to catch you if you fall. If you can't carry it, don't just stay on the line. Let the rain keep moving, let the clock take its time. No bigger words, no perfect sign. If your hands are shaking, mine will be steady here. We don't have to fix it, we can make it through this minute, this breath, this quiet with you. I'm not asking for a story, I'm not asking who to blame. Some nights just hurt, and you don't need a name. So let it come in waves, I won't turn away. I'll be the calm you borrow until it fades. If you can't carry it, don't just stay on the line. Let the rain keep moving, let the dark be kind. No big promise, just a simple light. If you lose your footing, lean on my voice, hold near. We don't have to fix it, we can make it through this minute, this breath. I'm here with you. When you're ready, say goodnight. I'll hang up slowly and leave the light on.
This place is barely ours yet. Keys and a borrowed view. A table that wobbles, 2 cups, 1 truth. Your shoes by the doorway, my jacket on the chair. We don't have much to show for it, still I want you here. Let the city stay outside, let it talk, let it rush. We've got a quiet kind of rich in the little things we touch. In this small room, we make a bigger life. From simple mornings perfect scene, just you and my t-shirt, laughing at nothing and me believing if all we have is honest, then I'm in. 'Cause the future can start with where we've been. We fight about the dishes, then end up on the floor, saying sorry in whispers like we've said it before. You turn your face to mine, half asleep, half sure, and I feel something settle, like I finally found the cure. Not for pain, not for the world, just for the part of me that thought love had to be loud, to be real, to be seen. In this small room we make a bigger life, from simple mornings and late night lights. No one's cheering for us, no perfect scene, just you and my t-shirt, laughing at nothing and me believing if all we have is honest, then I'm in. 'Cause the future can start with where we've been. One day we'll have more space, maybe a different street, but I don't want the more if it costs what we keep. So when the days get tight and money talks too loud, hold my hand under the table, we'll figure it out. In this small room we make a bigger life, from simple mornings and late night lights. No one's cheering for us, still it's everything, just you saying stay close, soft like a secret and me listening. If all we have is honest, then I'm in. 'Cause the future can start with this kind of living. Leave the window open, let the street lights in. I don't need a mansion, I just need you to come home again. Come home again. You posted a picture last night, candlelight soft on the curve of your cheek. He's half out of frame, but his arm claims the rest of the space like he owns gravity. You're smiling the smile I used to chase across 3 states, the one that started small in the left corner, spilled slow like honey deciding to fall. I know every millimeter of that journey, I measured it in heartbeats once. I zoom in until the pixels bruise, just to check if your eyes still crinkle the same. When the smile is real, they do. That's what finishes me. Keep smiling for the camera, baby. You finally learned how to mean it. I was the rough draft, the shaky rehearsal, the nights you practiced in the mirror while I pretended to sleep. Now every flash catches the finished version, polished, effortless, cruel in its ease. Smile for the camera, baby. I taught you that curve and you gave it away for free. raining like confetti on a grave. I wanna write. He doesn't know that Smile took 3 years and 2 breakdowns to perfect. He wasn't there for the dress rehearsals when it cracked in the middle and you cried because it still felt borrowed. He just walked in on opening night and took the bow I paid for in blood. I liked it, then unliked it, and stared at the empty space where my name used to be, until the screen went black and showed me my own reflection, looking like someone who lost in his own house. Keep smiling for the camera, baby. It suits you better than my hands ever did. I was the dark room, he's the daylight you always deserved. Every photo is proof that some people are only meant to develop the picture, not live inside the frame. One day the algorithm will stop punishing me, and your face will drift down the feed like a leaf I no longer reach for. Until then I keep scrolling past sunsets just to watch you glow in someone else's sunrise. Smile for the camera, baby. I'm proud of you and ruined by it in the same breath. You finally look like the version of yourself I always knew was hiding behind my shadow. Thank you for stepping into the light. I'll stay here learning how to live with the after image burn on the inside of my eyelids. Keep smiling. I'll teach myself to look away eventually. Still 2 toothbrushes in the holder, yours and mine, leaning together like old friends who haven't heard the news. Yours is blue, bristles splayed from the last time you brushed in a hurry before catching a flight. You never came back from mine, stand straight, renewed every 3 months out of habit or quiet superstition. The mirror reflects them every morning, a small porcelain still life of a life that stopped mid-sentence. I tried to throw yours away once, it felt like erasing the last fingerprint you left on the There's still 2 toothbrushes, and one hasn't moved in 311 days. I count them the way monks count beats, slow, deliberate, a private rosary for the mornings we lost. Yours gathers dust like a relic in a church no one visits anymore, while mine keeps the rhythm of a mouth, learning to speak in singular. 2 toothbrushes, a quiet rebellion against the truth. The rest of the bathroom is already accepted. Sometimes I take yours down, run it underwater just to watch the bristles darken for a second. Pretend you're late and coming back to finish getting ready. The water drips slow like the sink is crying in a language only porcelain understands. I dry it carefully, return it to its place beside mine. Two soldiers still standing guard over a country that no longer exists. The dentist asks why I buy 2 packs. I say habit. He nods like he's heard that one before from other widows of different wars. There's still 2 toothbrushes and the blue one is starting to fade at the handle, color leaching out the way memories do. When you stop feeding them, one hasn't moved. And maybe that's mercy, a small stubborn proof that some things refuse to leave, even when asked politely by time. One day I'll replace the holder, move to a new apartment, or finally let the blue one rest in peace in the bin with the other things I couldn't keep breathing for. Until then, they lean together to quiet witnesses to the slow art of learning how one can be enough. There's still 2 toothbrushes, but the gap between them is getting wider. I no longer count the days out loud. Your stand's a little crooked now. Bristles dry, a small flag at half-mast for a love that ended without ceremony. One hasn't moved, and that's okay. Some endings deserve a proper vigil in the smallest room of the house. Good morning, love. I'll leave the light on a little longer, just in case.
I've been good at hiding it, making it sound like less, turning real feelings into jokes, so I don't confess. I've been the type to leave early before it gets too close. Like if I keep moving, nothing can hurt the most. But you're standing right here, and I'm out of excuses now. My heart is beating louder than I know how. So here's the first honest thing: I don't want this alone. I want your name in my morning. I want a place that feels like home. I don't have a smooth way to say what I mean, but I want you, not the idea, the real, the in-between. If you're asking what I'm sure of, it's you. That's the first honest thing. I've watched you read my silence like it's a language you know, and you never used it against me. You just let it go. So I'm trying something different. I'm staying in the light, saying it before I lose it. On another quiet night, I'm scared, yeah, but not of you. I'm scared of wasting time like I used to do. So here's the first honest thing: I don't want this alone. I want your name in my morning. I want a place that feels like home. I don't have a smooth way to say what I mean, but I want you, not the idea, the real, the in-between. If you're asking what I'm sure of, it's you. That's the first honest thing. No grand
my hands shaking, and a truth that keeps rising. If you can meet me halfway, if you can stay a minute, I'll spend my life learning how to be in it. Here's the first honest thing: I don't want this alone. I want your laugh in my kitchen, I want your hand in my own. I don't have a smooth way to say what I mean, but I want you on the good days and the days in between. If you're asking what I'm sure of, it's you. That's the first honest thing. Say yes or say no. Just don't let me go back to pretending. Your morning's my midnight, 2 clocks, 1 thought. I hear your city waking while mine won't stop. I move through little habits like they're all I can keep. Your voice in my pocket, your name in my sleep. I don't measure distance, I measure the calm. I feel when you say you're okay, I'm home. We're not fading now, we're just out of reach. Same sky over you and me, same quiet gravity. When your screen lights up, my chest does too. No matter where the map puts us, I still find you. Hold on in the small ways, I'll hold on the same. We're not losing each other, we're just far not changed. I save you quick, miss you like it's something I can't hold. I replay your laughter when the apartment feels cold. I leave one side of the bed like it's a simple truth, not a superstition, just room for you. We're not fading now, we're just out of reach. Same sky over you and me, same quiet gravity. When your screen lights up, my chest does too. No matter where the map puts us, I still find you. Hold on in the small ways, I'll hold on the same. We're not losing each other, we're just far not changed. Some nights it hits harder and I almost give in to the idea that missing you means something's thin. But love is a noise, it doesn't need to prove. It shows up steady in what we choose to do. So I'll keep my voice soft when you're running low. I'll make the silence lighter till you're close. We're not fading now, we're just out of reach. Same sky over you and me, same quiet gravity. When your screen lights up, my chest does too. No matter where the map puts us, I still find you. Hold on in the small ways, I'll hold on the same. We're not losing each other, we're just far not changed. Look up tonight if you can, I'm there. Same sky. was doing okay in the way you do. When you keep it moving so nothing gets through. I knew how to smile and change the subject fast. How to hold my breath so long it felt like rest. Then you walked in, no spark, no scene, just a little quiet where I've been loud inside. You didn't ask for more, you didn't lean too hard, you just stayed near me like it wasn't a risk. You came right on time, not when I was ready, when I was worn out from holding steady. You didn't fix me, you didn't try, you just met my eyes and didn't look aside. And something in me let go that night. Yeah, you came right on time. Now it's smaller things that bring me back. Your jacket on a chair, a key on the mat, coffee in the sink, 2 cups, not one the kind of ordinary I used to run from. I'm learning how to stay when my head gets heavy, how to tell the truth without turning it into a tragedy. Yeah, you came right on time, not when I was ready, when I was worn out from holding steady. You didn't fix me, you didn't try, you just met my eyes and didn't look aside. And something in me let go that night. Yeah, you came right on time. I don't call it fate, I don't need the frame, I just know your presence changed the pressure in my chest. I used to think love had to shake the ground, but you're more like breathing when I'm breaking down. You came right on time, not when I was ready, when I was worn out from holding steady. You didn't fix me, you didn't try, you just held the moment till I softened inside. Now I'm here, I'm open in your light. Yeah, you came right on time. So if you stay, I'll stay too. No grand turn, just true. The rain starts off like it's apologizing for showing up, tapping the roof, the same rhythm you used to trace on my wrist. I let it fall harder, hoping volume can drown memory, but the windshield just turns into a screen playing us on repeat. Every drop a small projector, every streak a frame I can't pause. The wipers move in perfect 6/8 time, like they're trying to keep a song alive. We already buried left, right, left, right. They sweep the water but they can't sweep you. These wipers can't wipe you away, they just smear you across the glass again. I'm driving blind through the mess we made, headlights cutting tunnels in the ache. Every mile marker counts the nights since your hand left the passenger side. Wipers can't wipe you away. nothing ever will. There's a coffee cup in the holder, lid still warm from yesterday. Your lipstick on the rim like a bruise that won't fade. The heater blows your perfume from the vents, a ghost that learned how to haunt in circles. I passed the exit to your mother's house. Take it slow like the way you taught me. Muscle memory is a cruel passenger. It never asks for directions home. Red light, I watch the rain race down the window. Some drops join, some fall alone. I wonder which one I am tonight. These wipers can't wipe you away. They only make the blur more beautiful. I'm learning your shape in negative space where the water refuses to behave. If tears were weather, this would be the forecast. Endless, gentle, impossible to outrun. Wipers can't wipe you away, so I let them keep the rhythm of missing you. Maybe when the tank runs empty, I'll leave the car on the shoulder. Walk into the storm with nothing to protect. Let the rain finally do its job. Wash me clean or drown me whole. Either feels fair at this point. These wipers can't wipe you away. They just taught me how to see in the dark. Every streak is a vein of light leading back to the night you said stay, and I didn't. Now the rain forgives me in slow motion, beat by beat, swipe by swipe. Wipers can't wipe you away, so I turn them off and let the whole world blur into you. Keep falling. I'm not going anywhere tonight.
You leave me on red at 11:11 every single night without fail. 3 gray ticks glow like tiny moons. I keep wishing on knowing they won't fall. I type paragraphs that shrink to single words, then delete them all before they land. The keyboard becomes a confessional where sins dissolve in a backspace and seen the cruelest 4-letter word in any language I've ever learned. Red receipts are the new ghosting, soft blue torture in a paper-thin screen. You let me know you were there, then vanish like breath on winter glass. I count the minutes between your thumbs and my heartbeat, finding new ways to lose. Red receipts, you leave the door open just wide enough for the cold to walk in and sit on my chest until morning. Last week you replied with a single heart, red and pulsing for half a second before it turned to smoke. I stared at it so long, the color bled into my dreams. Now I send you songs at 2 a.m. Little bottles with no message inside, just the sound of me trying not to drown you. Open everyone and never throw a rope. I wonder if you keep the notifications on just to watch me orbit like a moth that learned fire is safer than the dark. Red receipts, a mercy dressed as cruelty, a hand that waves instead of reaching. I refresh the chat until the way gamblers pull levers, hoping this time the silence pays out. You're asleep 3 miles away with your phone face down, and I'm wide awake, learning the exact weight of being seen and still invisible. One day I'll turn them off, I'll stop believing breadcrumbs for a trail you never follow. I'll let the messages sit undelivered like letters returned to sender, because the house burned down and no one told the mailman. Until then I keep making wishes at 11:11 on 3 gray moons that never fall. Red receipts, thank you for teaching me how loud quiet can be. I finally understand why lighthouses don't chase ships. They just blink and blink and blink until the storm decides whether to come home or keep sailing. I'm turning the light off tonight. If you ever look up and notice the dark, you'll know where to find me. Delivered, seen, gone. Delivered, seen, gone. Gone. I still buy your favorite cereal, the stupid Honey Nut one with the cartoon bee on the box. It sits on the top shelf, unopened, smiling its smug little bee smile. Every time I reach for something healthier, the cashier never asks why I only buy 1 bowl's worth of milk. She just scans the small carton and looks away, like she understands the arithmetic of grief. 1 person, 2 memories, 0 appetite. Force of habit, I tell myself, but habits don't usually cost $4.79 a week, and a fresh stab every Saturday morning. I bought your favorite cereal again, even though the house ran out of you 389 days ago. I pour it into the bowl sometimes, listen to the dry clink of oats against ceramic, a tiny applause for still being alive. Then I put the lid back on and slide it to the back of the cupboard, like a letter I keep rewriting but never send. I bought your favorite cereal because forgetting is harder than carrying an extra half-pound of Honey Nut Ghosts. Last month the box got pushed behind the pasta, and I didn't notice for 12 days. I celebrated with a glass of wine and a panic attack at 2 a.m. When I remembered, I pulled it out, checked the date, still good, of course it was. Some things refuse to expire when you need them to. I tried switching brands once, the new one tasted like cardboard, and moving on, I poured it down the sink and went back to the bee like an alcoholic to the bottle. He swore he'd quit. I bought your favorite cereal again, even though you're only crumbs now. In the corners of my mornings, I eat around the silent spoon, circling the bowl the way planets circle a sun that burned out but still warms them anyway. I bought your favorite cereal because the day I stop is the day the house admits it's only built for 1. Maybe next week I'll choose the plain old
notes. Maybe I'll leave the box on the shelf and walk past it like a grave I finally learned not to visit every day. Or maybe I'll keep buying it until the beer retires, until the recipe changes, until the store stops stocking it and forces my hand. Until then, it's just another small, ridiculous, perfectly reasonable way to keep you at the breakfast table without having to say your name out loud. I bought your favorite cereal today, and for the first time I opened it, I poured a bowl, added milk and ate every last sweetened lie. It tasted like childhood in hospital rooms, and the last morning you were strong enough to steal the prize from the bottom of the box. I bought your favorite cereal and finished it. The empty box is in the recycling now. Cardboard wings folded flat. Tomorrow I'll walk past the aisle and keep walking. Some ghosts are gentle when you feed them, some let go when you finally swallow. Thanks for breakfast, love. I'm full. I used to live in motion, like silence was a threat, filling up the hours so I wouldn't feel the rest. I kept love in a hurry, half said, half done, always chasing later till the moment was gone. Then you looked at me calmly, like time wasn't a fight, and I felt my chest unclench for the first time in my life. So let's slow down, slow enough to stay, to hear what we mean before we walk away. No rushing to the ending, no proving we're okay, just hands in the kitchen and a softer kind of brave. If love is a language, I'm learning it now. Not louder, not faster, just honest, just slow down. I'm learning to listen without fixing the pain, to let your tears be simple like rain without a name. I'm learning my own edges when my fear likes to hide, and now to tell the truth without turning it into pride. If we get lost in the noise, we can come back again to the quiet between us, where it's always been. So let's slow down, slow enough to stay, to hear what we mean before we walk away. No rushing to the end and no proving we're okay, just hands in the kitchen and a softer kind of brave. If love is a language, I'm learning it now. Not louder, not faster, just honest, just slow down. I don't want fireworks if they burn out quick. Give me the steady light that doesn't need a trick. Teach me your patience, I'll bring mine too. We'll build something lasting in the small things we do. So let's slow down, slow enough to stay, to choose each other daily in the simplest ways. No rushing to the end and no proving we're okay, just you against my shoulder and the world a little away. If love is a language, I'm learning it now. Not louder, not faster, just Stay here a second, let the day pass by. I don't need more time, I just need this time.
Your pillow doesn't smell like you anymore, but I still hold it when the dark gets heavy. The cotton has forgotten the weight of your head, the small exhale you made just before drifting. Half sigh, half surrender. I press my face into the place where your hair used to spill like ink, finding its own shape on white paper. Nothing, just fabric and the faint trace of laundry detergent, trying to be neutral in a house that isn't. I bought the same brand again, hoping chemistry could resurrect what time erased. Your pillow doesn't smell like you anymore. And that's the quietest kind of ending. No fight, no slam door, just molecules moving on without permission. I hold it anyway, arms wrapped around absence, the way drowning men cling to anything that once floated. Your pillow has become a shoreline where I keep returning to search for footprints the tide already washed away. Some nights I flip it to the cooler side, pretend that chill is the space you left when you turned away in sleep. I talk to it sometimes low, about the day, about the weather, about how the coffee tasted wrong without you stealing the first sip. It never answers, never shifts closer, never steals the covers. Perfect listener, perfect trader. I almost threw it out last spring. I stood over the bin, holding it like evidence I no longer needed. I couldn't. Your pillow doesn't smell like you anymore, but it still knows the curve of my grief better than any living thing. I bury my face and breathe in nothing until nothing starts to feel familiar. One day I'll wake up reaching for my own side without thinking, and that will be the morning I finally let go of the last place your ghost was allowed to sleep. I wonder if your new pillows have learned your shape yet, if someone else wakes to the warmth you used to leave behind like a gift. I hope they do. I hope you never have to hold an empty case and call it company. Your pillow doesn't smell like you anymore, and I'm learning to sleep without the ritual of searching for traces. The fabric is just fabric now, the quiet just quiet. I still hold it sometimes, but lose her like a letter I finally read enough to stop rereading. Thank you for the years it carried you. Good night, old friend. The bed is getting wider, one breath at a time. It's just a pillow now, just a pillow almost. I sleep on my side because your side is still yours. The sheets there stay smooth, a frozen lake no one dares skate across. Some nights I reach out just to measure the cold, palm hovering an inch above the fabric, like checking if a flame has really gone out. It has, it always has. But the shape of you lingers, the way moonlight
bought new pillows and threw them away the same week. They didn't know how to hold my head the way your absence does. Your side of the bed is the most honest place in the apartment. It doesn't pretend morning is coming. It doesn't flinch when I cry into my own shoulder. I keep the window cracked on your half so the breeze can move the curtain the way your breathing used to. Your side of the bed. It's a museum after closing time. Everything perfectly preserved, nothing allowed to touch. I pay rent for two and live alone. There's still one of your hairs curled on the pillowcase like a question mark. I haven't washed it in 14 months. I tell myself it's laziness, we both know better. Sometimes I lie on your side just to feel what small feels like. The mattress sighs, relieved to be useful again, then remembers and goes quiet. The alarm clock still blinks 3:12 because you died at 3:12, and I never learned how to reset time after it broke. Your side of the bed is where I go to practice missing you out loud. I whisper conversations we'll never finish into the dark that smells faintly of the cedar candle you loved, and I hate it less now. Your side of the bed has become a shoreline, and I'm the tide coming back every night to leave something behind. Whatever pieces of me haven't washed away yet. One morning I'll wake up in the middle, and it won't feel like treason. One morning the sheets will be warm on both sides because I finally rolled over in my sleep and forgave myself for needing all the space to hold what's left of you. Your side of the bed is getting softer. The cold isn't sharp anymore, it's just familiar. I don't reach across as often when I do. My hand lands on tomorrow instead of yesterday. Your side of the bed will always be yours, but tonight I'm gonna let the blanket stretch all the way to the edge and pretend the extra warmth is you finally coming home in a different way. Good night, love. I'll see you on my side when I'm ready. I know I'm not the easiest. I go quiet when it matters. I let the good days pass and trip on little fractures. I say I'm fine too quickly, like it's a shield I keep, and you're standing there reading what I don't speak. You didn't chase, you didn't push, you didn't make it heavy. You just stayed close enough for me to come back steady. So thank you for staying when I wasn't easy to love, when I showed up late or not enough for holding the room, when my words ran out for letting me learn what comfort's about. I don't have a perfect line to make it all feel right, just this, and I mean it. I see you, I'm here, I'll try. I'm learning to speak sooner before pride turns sharp, to name what I'm feeling without turning it dark. If I pull back again, don't blame your heart. Just tap the table softly, I'll come back to where you are. So thank you for staying when I wasn't easy to love, when I showed up late or not enough, for holding the room when my words ran out, for letting me learn what comfort's about. I don't have a perfect line to make it all feel right, just this, and I mean it. I see you, I'm here, I'll try. I'm not asking you to carry my weather, I'm saying I'll do the work, so we'll light it together. I'll stop making silence, do the talking for me. If something breaks in my hands, I'll fix it gently. I'll thank you for staying when I wasn't easy to love, when my fear got loud and I shut it up, for choosing the real over being right, for keeping your warmth on my coldest nights. I don't have a perfect line to pay you back in time, just this, and I mean it. I see you, I'm here, I'll try. If you let me, I'll spend my life proving it. I'm writing this in low light, when the city finally slows, just me and the hum of the fridge, and thoughts I never chose. If you're reading this someday, with my hand in your hand, I hope we kept it simple, I hope we learned to stand. Not as perfect people, just honest, not afraid. I'm leaving these words here in case we lose our way. To the you in the days ahead, if life gets hard on us, hold me like you mean it, without making it a fuss. Let our love be quiet, let it be real and true. If everything changes, I want it to be with you. Maybe we'll have different rooms, different keys, different views. Maybe we'll laugh at who we were back when we had something to prove. If I get distant, tired, if my pride gets in the way, remind me how your eyes looked on the first soft day. And if you start to doubt what you are to me, read this like a doorway, come back and breathe. To the you in the days ahead, if life gets hard on us, hold me like you mean it, without making it a fuss. Oh, let our love be quiet, let it be real and true. If everything changes, I want it to be with you. I don't want a highlight reel, I don't want a perfect name. I want mornings, I want patience, I want us the same. So if we're worn and quiet, if the spark feels far from sight, let's choose the smallest kindness and call that love tonight. To the you in the days ahead, if life gets heavy, love, meet me in the simple things that always are enough. Let our love be steady, let it carry us through. If the world keeps changing, I'll keep choosing you. If you're here, if I'm here, then we made it in the gentlest way. Tearing down the old stadium this spring, piece by rusted piece, like peeling a scar to see what's underneath. I drove past at dusk, saw the floodlights already gone, just skeletons of steel reaching for a sky that forgot their names. Under the south bleachers there's a slab of concrete, no one bothered to jackhammer yet. Our initials are still there, carved the night we once stayed, drunk on adrenaline and stolen peach vodka. The letters have softened, rounded by weather and time, like the edges of a secret someone tried to gentle. I crouched down, ran my thumb across the groove. It still fits perfectly. Some things refuse to outgrow us. We carved our names under the bleachers, thinking forever was something you could etch in stone. Now the stone is leaving and the names stay, stubborn fossils in a place that won't exist next month. Funny how the most temporary nights leave the deepest cuts. I talk to the empty stands sometimes, tell them you got married last fall. Tell them I wore a tie I hated and smiled in all the pictures. The bleachers don't judge, they just creak like old men who've heard every heartbreak and still show up for the game. I brought a six-pack of the night before demolition started, sat on the 50-yard line and drank to the echo of sneakers on metal, to the way you used to climb down backwards so your skirt wouldn't fly up. I toasted the spot where we first said I love you loud enough for the marching band to hear. The grass has grown wild there now, dandelions pushing through the turf like they're trying to spell something we never finished saying. A security guard found me at 2 a.m. He didn't ask questions, just handed me a flashlight and looked the other way, while I chipped a small piece of concrete free. It sits in my glove box now, rough and worn from the engine, a relic no museum would want. We carved our names under the bleachers, and the wrecking ball is coming next week. I keep the fragment in my pocket pocket when the city feels too loud. It weighs almost nothing and everything it wants. Some love stories end in marriage, ours ends in rubble and a handful of dust that still knows how to spell us. I won't be there the day they swing. I don't need to watch the sky fall twice, but I'll feel it, the small earthquake in my chest when the last sea collapses. And somewhere under the noise I'll hear you laughing, 17 and fearless, telling me the stars look closer from the top row. They were, they really were. They can tear the bleachers down, flatten the field, build condos with rooftop garden, where we once ruled the night. But they'll never smooth out the place in me that still leans against cold metal, waiting for you to climb down backwards, skirt in your teeth, eyes shining like the scoreboard. When it flashed our victory, we carved our names under the bleachers, and the names outlasted the kingdom. Come wind, come dust, come new pain, the heart still beats in the shape of two letters no one will ever read again, except me.
You don't have to be okay just to be near. You don't have to make it pretty for me to hear. Your eyes are doing all the talking while your mouth stays still, like you're trying not to fall apart by force of will. So come closer, no apology, no, I'm fine tonight. Let me hold what you can't hold, let it be like I'm here with you in the hard part, in the hour when it gets dark. No fixing, no pushing through, just breathing slow beside you. If all you have is I can't, that's enough. I'll be the calm when it hurts too much. I'm here with you. I know the way you disappear when you feel too seen, how you fold your sadness up like it's something clean. You've carried it politely, like it won't leave a mark, but I can feel it shaking under every word you park. You don't need a reason to need some care. Say my name once, I'm already there. I'm here with you in the hard part, in the hour when it gets dark. No fixing, no pushing through, just breathing slow beside you. If all you have is I can't, that's enough. I'll be the calm when it hurts too much. I'm here with you. Let the tears come quiet, let them pass like rain. I won't ask you to be strong, I won't call it a shame. We can sit in the silence till it loosens its grip. You don't have to do it alone, not like this. I'm here with you in the hard part, in the hour when it gets dark. No fixing, no pushing through, just breathing slow beside you. If all you have is I can't, that's enough. I'll be the calm when it hurts too much. I'm here with you. Look at me just once. You're not alone. You're safe right here. I'm not good with big lines. I won't dress this up. But I can slow the room down when life gets rough. I can listen for real, not rush to reply. Let your thoughts spill out, then dry. If your chest feels tight and you don't know why, come a little closer, we don't have to try. Let me be the place you land when you're tired of the day. Not a fix, not a lesson, just a steady kind of state. I'll leave the light on by the door, so you don't have to search for home anymore. If the world gets loud, I'll keep mine low. It's a promise I can keep. That's the one I know. I'll learn your quiet signs, the ones you never say. The way you look past me when your heart slips away. If you wake up breathing fast, say my name, that's enough. I'll meet you in the moment, soft, not tough. Let me be the place you land when you're tired of the day. Not a fix, not a lesson, just a steady kind of stay. I'll leave the light on by the door, so you don't have to search for home anymore. If the world gets loud, I'll keep mine low. That's a promise I can keep. That's the one I know. I won't call it forever. I don't need that word. I just wanna show you love can be quiet, undisturbed. So when you're losing balance, I won't pull you tight. I'll hold out my hand and stand beside. Let me be the place you land when you're tired of the day. Not a fix, not a lesson, just a steady kind of stay. I'll leave the light on by the door, so you can walk in softly like before. If the world gets loud, I'll keep mine low. That's a promise I can keep, and I'll prove it slow. No grand vow, just this. You can rest here. I saw your story at 2 a.m. You're on a rooftop in Lisbon, wind in your hair. He's kissing the spot behind your ear, the one that used to make you fold into me like paper.
You're glowing the way people do when they think no one from the past is watching. I swipe up to close it, but the image burns behind my eyelids anyway. I should be asleep. Instead I'm counting time zones like sins. I hope he breaks your heart, not all at once, no, slowly, politely. The way you broke mine, I hope he forgets to text back. Leaves you staring at a ceiling that doesn't know your name. I hope you taste the silence I swallow for months. I'm a terrible person, but God, I hope he breaks your heart, so you finally understand how it feels to watch someone be okay without you. I heard you tell your friends I was intense. Funny, I remember you begging me not to be gentle. Now you post black and white photos with captions about peace, while I'm still picking shrapnel out of my ribs. You look lighter, I look like the before picture in your glow-up story. I like the photo, took it back in 3 seconds. You probably didn't even notice, that's the worst part. I hope he breaks your heart, I hope he cancels last minute. You dressed up in the mirror, learning how beautiful only can look. I hope he teaches you that I'm busy, can't be sharper than I don't love you anymore. I hope you lie awake, wondering what you did wrong, the way I did every single night. Maybe then you'll text me at 3 a.m. with shaking thumbs and sorries that taste like rust. Maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't. Either way, I need you to know how it feels when the person who said forever changes their mind, and you're left holding the echo. I hope he breaks your heart just enough so you remember mine, then fixes it better than I ever could. I hope he loves you the way you deserve, because I clearly didn't. I hope he breaks your heart, then proves mine was wrong. I hope you stay happy, even if it kills me. I hope you stay happy, and I learn how to mean it. The photo, but I still see it every time I close my eyes. You're smiling, and I'm almost okay with that. Almost. I've loved you through 5 of your birthdays. You'll never know about the first, was the year you turned 22. I stood outside the bar on 2nd with a cupcake and a candle I never lit. Watched through fog glass while your friends sang off key, and you laughed with your head thrown back, like joy was something you could swallow whole. I ate the cupcake in my car, frosting on the steering wheel, sweet and guilty. I told myself I was just checking that you were okay. I was lying the way lungs lie when they pretend they don't need air. 5 birthdays, and I never made a sound. 5 cakes I never brought. 5 wishes I swallowed instead of speaking. I became fluent and almost mastered the art of standing outside windows with my hands full of almost that turned into never. 5 birthdays and you still don't know. My heart learned to sing an a cappella in the key of your name. 24 was the rooftop in Brooklyn, string lights and someone else's arm around you. I watched from the street below, a silent extra in your movie. 25 you spent in Lisbon, photos of pastel buildings and your new crooked grin. I saved every story, then deleted the app, then re-downloaded it at 3 a.m. Like an addict who swears this is the last time. I started buying gifts I never sent, a record you once mentioned, a scarf the color of your childhood bedroom, a book of poetry with the page dog-eared where the writer says love is a room you can visit but never live in. They're stacked in my closet now, a quiet museum of restraint. 5 birthdays and the candles kept burning without me. I got older in the dark, learned how silence grows teeth when you feed it long enough. 5 birthdays and I still set an alarm for the minute you were born. Watch the numbers flip and whisper the only prayer I know: be happy. Be happy that never needs me. This year you'll be 27. I won't look, I'll put the phone face down, go for a walk, let the city swallow my footsteps. Maybe I'll finally throw the gifts away, or maybe I'll keep them, the way monks keep relics of saints they never met, but somehow still believe in. 5 birthdays and the 6th is coming. I'm practicing letting the day pass without becoming a ghost at your window. I'm learning that love can be a one-man choir singing softly enough not to wake the person it's about. 5 birthdays and I think I'm finally ready to blow out the candle I've been carrying all these years alone. Happy birthday, wherever you are, the song is over. I'm turning the lights off for both of us this time.